right, guys, time to check out a titanium Hamilton Khaki field watch, automatic, 42 millimeter. That's basically what it's called. It's called the Hamilton Khaki automatic titanium 42. Yes, that's what it's called. That's because that's what it is. If you want to know the part number, there's the part number. It'll also be in the description down below. Price, that's the suggested retail price. You probably won't pay that because when you reach out to my buddy or part of his team, Jake and his team at Trifecta Watches, they'll probably take care of you. Tell them I sent you. Link in the description. So I'm offering up another potential source for, some great brands. They're authorized dealer for many great brands, and I think maybe check it out. Let me know what you guys think. Some of you guys might have already purchased watches from them before, and if you have, chime in down in the comments so other people can read that, because I think a lot of people should, if they don't already, research who they're buying from. Buy from authorized dealers. I only share the authorized dealers on this channel that are trusted authorized dealers. So that's a plus right out of the gate. This watch here should be a grade 2 titanium, 42 millimeter wide case, 51.5 millimeter lug to lug. They do make a smaller titanium. I think it's a 38. I'll get that on the channel at some point, but I wanted to see the 42 first. The thickness is 11.8 millimeter, includes that double dome sapphire crystal. There is a little bit of an application of AR anti-reflective coating on the underside of it, but it is still pretty much a glare monster. Hamilton continues to take steps in the right direction, but they're not all the way there yet where it's just bonkers, where like it's a clear, obvious choice. There's a lot of competition out there. I think Hamilton definitely is a solid choice, but there are other options out there for sure. The lug opening here is 20 millimeter. This great titanium bracelet does taper down to 18. It is a pin and collar system, pin and tube system. You have a fully titanium milled clasp, 3 micro adjust, and just a double pusher there. Very clean, simple operation. You also have a display case back showing off the H10 movement, which has 80-hour power reserve. Great movement. It's a Swiss ETA movement. And you have a 7 millimeter signed push-pull crown. So if you need to wind the sucker up, you don't have to worry about unscrewing it or anything like that. You just wind it. With all of the links, it weighs in at 107 grams. This pretty much covers it. Now we can take a closer look at that blue dial. Very nicely done tone of blue. It works well with this titanium. The handset, kind of a sword handset with a very elongated, reaching all the way out to the perimeter, seconds hand that is all framed in black, and then Lume done on the Arabics and the dots, and of course the handset. So we'll do a Lume shot here in a moment after we do a wrist shot, but a very legible, clean watch. It is a no date, so I do like that as well. Let's pop it on my 7 1/4 inch wrist, roughly. I don't know. Depends on if I gain or lose weight. If you were wondering what I was wearing, I'm wearing my new Notice Canyon. I know some people like to see what I was wearing, but I hate to like mix brands when I'm trying to show you a Hamilton from Trifecta. But here it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. I'm a huge fan of titanium watches. I absolutely love Hamilton. So yeah, a titanium Hamilton, I'm going to be a fan for sure. Incredibly light. In the material, titanium, in case you haven't heard me say this before, or in case you didn't know, is kind of like a neutral when it comes to hot and cold. Sometimes when it's in your watches have been sitting out and it's a little bit cold or something like that, when you put it on, it's very cold when you first put it on your wrist. You're not going to have that same effect with titanium. It's like it doesn't transfer the heat the same or cold the same. So, and the same goes for in the summertime. It's just not going to feel hot when you put it on wrist or anything. That's one of the main things I like about titanium, other than, of course, the weight and the fact that it's hyperallergenic. There's a lot of good properties to the material. Of course, there's downsides. There's no perfect watch. There's no perfect material for watches, but that's why we have so many options. Check out the Lume. Yeah. Hamilton has Lume. I think gone are the days, what is it, probably 3, 4, 5 years ago, the Lume was so weak that we were just like, really, Hamilton? Come on, step your game up. Well, they have. They stepped their game up, and it is more than adequate, I would say. I'm pleasantly pleased with the performance of the Lume on the current model Hamiltons. Do we want more? Yes, we want more. Can they do more? Yes, they can do more. Clearly, look at how bright the hands are versus the rest of the dial. So they might not be able to see that in the camera, but to the naked eye, the hands are brighter. So we could balance that out and go with the brighter side of the balance. Please, Hamilton, if you're watching my video. And again, big thanks to the entire crew and Jake over at Trifecta Watches. Link in the description. I'll see you on the next vid.